In the middle of the feywild, in a grove of purple aspen trees, a sleek Bengal cat has just popped back into existence in the magical realm. Having grown accustomed to returning to the feywild in this way, he simply stretches, gives a little shake, and trots off into the forest to check in at the FFFPP, the Fey Familiar Foundation and Placement Program. Upon arrival, he greets his old familiar friends Liko the rat, Vesper the cat, and Gerald the tegu lizard before making his way to Archie the owl, head of the FFFPP. He dives into his report, describing encounters with an icy dragon, a chained monster in the astral sea, underwater tangles with a psychic fire god, and a staggering amount of green-cloaked cultists. Before he can continue, Archie speaks up, a concerned look on the owl's face. Agent 111, your reports, as always, are invaluable, but you speak of innumerable dangers. You've died at least 6 times. You've been eaten, shot with arrows, kicked, stabbed, and he consults a clipboard. Bitten by a very angry weasel. Agent 111, if you need to be reassigned, the owl was immediately cut off. Archie, our job as familiars is to assist our patron with whatever they require. Mine needs me to scout, and sometimes he just needs me to be a warm, fuzzy scarf, a blep in a time of grief. And I want to be those things for him, no matter the odd situations in which my material form is returned here to the Feywild, for he is truly my greatest friend, and he needs me. As light began to surround him, signaling his imminent return to his wizard's side, he turned to the owl, who looked at him no longer with concern, but with pride and understanding. And Archie, it's not Agent 111. My name is Frumpkin. The light swallowed the Fey cat, and through it he could see the bearded ginger face of his very favorite person. As his form solidified, Frumpkin said exactly what they both needed to hear.
Once upon a time, in the Fey realm, where the golden leaves were falling through the air, and the air was enchanting, and it was just a place of beauty and wilderness and wildness of the Fey. And there in the Feywild, sitting by a babbling brook, was a cat just soaking in the Feywild vibes, when along came an owl and landed on a tree branch next to him and said, "Oh, I've been looking for you. Are you, by any chance, Agent 11? And the cat said, "Yes. What's your name?" "Oh, my name is Archie, the owl." And Archie then proceeded to ask him more questions and said, "Aren't you part of the FFBB, PPTC, ABCDEFG, HIJK, and so on?" And Agent 11 said, "I am, and as everyone knows, that stands for Fey Friends, Best Buds, HP, ink for your printer, and such." Oh, this is going real bad. He said, "But what people, oh no, back it up," Archie said, "but aren't you just like some wizard's cat? Don't you just like sit on his head like a hat and go everywhere for his beck and call and do whatever he asks you?" And Agent 11 said, "That's true, but I also get to go to a lot of really cool places. I get to see the whole world. Sometimes we go to the South Pacific, which is part of Broadway musical lore, and also a place in the real world, and not our make-believe one here." Blue screen. What happened next? I can't remember. What the cat then said was, "But you know, there's one thing that you don't know. My real name isn't Agent 11. And Archie said, "Whoa! Who are you?" And Agent 11 said, "Some people call me Frumpkin." And that's the end of the story. I don't really remember what happened at the end, just like Sam. Sam did find a way to bend it back on himself like he's wont to do. He made up a moral and said, sometimes a cat isn't just a cat, sometimes it's your buddy, or an owl, or Sam Riegel, I don't know. We'll say that's the moral. Sorry, Danny.